everyone. We are on day 3 of our 25 days of Christmas, and we are going to make a gift card holder, and we are going to make a simple gift card holder. So this, you will need a piece of 5.5 by 4.25 cardstock, and that will be your base. And then you're going to need a piece of 4-inch by 12 designer series paper. So if you have one piece of cardstock and one 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper, you can make 3 of these. And the design that we're doing is pretty no frills, but it's great to put in the mail. So if you have a lot of people that you want to send a gift card to, grandkids, whatever, this is perfect. This is a perfect card to make for a gift card. All right, so we are going to take our designer series paper. Now, if you have directional paper, you're going to want to make sure you have it going the appropriate direction. All right, this one really doesn't have too much of a direction, so we're going to score it right here. So we are going to score it first at 2 inches. Okay, so we're going to score it on one side at 2 inches, and this is the long side. And this is one where we don't really have to use our scoreboard because it's pretty easy, and then there's only 2 score lines. Then we're going to flip our paper around and we're going to score at 4 3/4. Okay, and there we go. All right, we are done with our cutting or our scoring. Now I'm just going to take my edges and I'm going to burnish them, or in this case I'm just going to use my finger because they don't have to be super duper straight or flat in this case. All right, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my adhesive and I am going to run a beaded line right down on both sides of the edge there. Okay, so where we made that score line, I'm just taking 2 beads of glue and I'm just going to run those and then push them down to seal them. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and add it right to my card base here. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back. So I love this because, you know, if you guys have other birthday paper or get well, thank you. Sometimes you want to send somebody maybe just a $5 gift card as a thank you. And instead of just putting that in the mail, you could attach it to one of these beautiful cards. Pretty simple, right? And I love this paper because, guys, when you open it up, ta-da, I see the pretty little feet. Okay, now, so we had our piece of 4 by 12, scored at 2 inches, flip your paper, and then scored at 4 3/4. And then we have a piece of 5.5 by 4.25. We have this piece, which is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And this we're going to adhere to the inside. Now, if you don't, you can put it here. You could put it here. Doesn't really matter. Just depends on where you would like to put your message. So I'm actually going to go ahead and stamp Merry Christmas on the inside, and because we're going to have a different message for the outside here. Okay, so I'm just going to take that and I'm going to pop it right up there toward the top. Thankful that that lined up. And actually I'm going to go ahead and leave the ink open because we're going to go ahead and make our next, we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting that we are going to put on the outside as well. And we're going to be punching this out. So we're not too concerned about lining it up. So I'm going to take this and just pop that right there. You know, it's funny when you don't even try sometimes, right? It lines up nice and neatly. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere this to the inside of our card. And we will put that right here. Now we're going to be doing other gift card holders there are some fancy schmancy ones that we're going to do. Little pockets and all kinds of things. So trying to give you guys a little bit of a variety here over these next couple weeks. All right. So I have 2 punches here. I'm going to try a couple different ones. I'm not sure if I want to use this one. Oops. If this is going to, oh, look at that. Is perfectly fits right in there. So we're going to use this one because I want to show you two different ones. All right, so first we have our greeting, and that's actually going to go down here. Now, what we're going to want to do is also, we are going to take a piece of the balmy blue, and we are going to cut out this other size punch as well. So the inside of our card is completely done. So we have our greeting in here. We have our pocket right here where we can put that gift card, slide it right inside there. And now we have this. Now, all we're going to do, because again, we're doing this quick, is we just want to create now like an auto closure. So we want to make it so this little piece of paper can come out and go back in and kind of close it up. So first we're going to adhere our greeting here, or our sentiment, I should say, to our punched out piece of cardstock there. I love this punch too because it's just, you know, if you have a greeting that fits, it's perfect. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add some dimensionals, but we only want to add them to the bottom because, again, remember, we want it to be a closure for us, but we need it to pop up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of the edge of the dimensionals here, and we are going to make sure again that we're at the bottom, and we're just going to put it right down here. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how you can line it up, because again, we don't want to go off the edge, right? So we're going to take our greeting, and we're just going to hold it so that we can line it flush right up against there. But again, we're not putting it over. And then we can bring it down. And again, just so we can kind of maximize our space there. So now this just pops out. They can see their gift card, the message, and then it just slides right back in. So it's got a nice little closure to it. But see how flat it is? Obviously, when you put the gift card in there, it's going to make it bulk up, but it's a single stamp. That is the nice thing about this. You guys could add some ribbon. Let me see. I had some embellishments, but I kind of used them all. But you know what? I have one. Look at that. Perfect. I have one navy one left, and I think we'll just add that right there. So there you have it, guys. That is it. That is just a simple gift card holder. Let me show you a couple other ones that I did. These look similar, but this one you'll notice I scored it a little less, like a 1/4 inch less. So instead of 4 3/4, this was 4 1/2. And you'll notice how it comes right up to the top. And then there's this one here as well, and this one is the same. But again, just simple. This one doesn't have a greeting. This one has just plain white in there with a bigger, this one has a bigger area. And you could, again, you could decorate even up here. You could add some leaves or ribbon. And then when they lift this up, you know, your decorations would just go with the lid, but this would stay right there. So that's another option for you. So anyhow, I hope you guys love this project. Again, super quick, but much nicer to get something like this than just a gift card in the mail. Always nice to have it in something that's a little more handmade. Makes it seem a little more special. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to watch for day number 4. Take care. Bye.